For 7 years, Toby and Amara were inseparable.
Excuse me.
They met in their
I think
first
you're in
year
the
at the
wrong line.
University
This
of
is for
Lagos during a
postgraduates.
chaotic registration day. Toby had been standing in the wrong line for almost 2 hours,
Excuse me, you're in the
frustrated and
wrong line.
sweating
This is
under
for
the Lagos
postgraduates.
sun, when Amara walked up to him laughing. "You know this line is for postgraduate
This is for
students, right?"
postgraduates.
Toby looked at her, embarrassed. "Please don't tell me I've wasted my whole life here."
Graduates.
Amara smiled. "Not your whole life, just 2 hours." That was how it started, with laughter. From that day, they became everything to each other. Study partners, gist partners, food partners, prayer partners. Everyone on campus assumed they were dating, but they always denied it. "No, that's my best friend," Amara would say. "My sister from another mother," Toby would add, even though somewhere deep inside he hated saying it. They knew each other too well. Toby knew Amara hated the smell of rain on dusty roads but loved watching storms from the window. He knew she cried secretly during sad movies and pretended she had allergies.
It's just
He knew
allergies.
she wanted to own a bookstore one day. Amara knew Toby's silence meant stress, not anger. She knew he skipped meals when he was worried. She knew he wanted to make enough money so his mother would never have to sell in the market again. 7 years passed like that. Through graduation, through NYSC, through heartbreaks with other people, through family problems, through career struggles, they remained. Sometimes love stands quietly in the room for years, waiting for courage. For Toby, that courage came on Amara's 27th birthday. He had planned a small dinner for her at a rooftop restaurant in Lekki. Nothing extravagant, just fairy lights, soft music, and her favorite red velvet cake. She arrived wearing a simple black dress and looked so beautiful that Toby forgot the speech he had rehearsed for weeks. "You're staring," she said, smiling. "I've been staring for 7 years." She laughed at first, but then she noticed he wasn't joking.
Loved you too.
His hands trembled slightly. "Amara, I think I've loved you for longer than I even realized. Maybe since that registration line. Maybe before that somehow. I just know I'm tired of pretending you're just my best friend." Silence.
Loved you too.
The Lagos night felt suddenly too still.
You hate.
Amara looked at him with tears gathering in
Loved
her
you
eyes.
too.
"You idiot," she whispered. Toby's heart dropped. "That bad?" She shook her head, laughing through tears. "No,
Loved you
because
too.
I've been waiting for you to say that for years." And just like that, 7 years of hidden feelings finally had a name.
You know I love you, right?
Their relationship
Only
felt
when my
easy
team wins.
because friendship had built the foundation first. There were no awkward beginnings, no pretending, no games. They
You know I
already
love
knew
you,
each
right?
other's flaws and
Only
chose
when
each
my
other
team
anyway.
wins.
They prayed together, went on late-night drives, argued over football, attended weddings as that couple everyone knew would eventually marry. Even their parents approved quickly. Toby's mother adored Amara. "That girl has always been your wife," she said. Amara's father, though stricter, simply nodded and said, "If this is your choice, let it be a wise one." For 6 months, life felt perfect. They started talking seriously about marriage. One Sunday afternoon, while discussing wedding plans at Amara's family house, her mother casually asked the question that would change everything. "You two have checked genotype, right?" The room became quiet. Toby and Amara exchanged looks. In all their years of friendship and months of love, neither of them had thought about it. Love had felt bigger than biology. "We'll do it this week," Amara said confidently. Neither of them expected fear. At the hospital, they joked nervously while waiting for
Both
results.
AA.
"If they say I'm secretly a vampire, will you still marry me?" Toby asked. Amara smiled weakly. "Only if you promise not to bite me." But when the doctor returned, his expression was too serious. He adjusted his glasses. "Both of you are AS." The words sat heavily between them. Amara blinked. "Okay." The doctor sighed gently. For marriage and childbirth, 2 AS partners carry significant risk. There is a possibility of having children with sickle cell anemia, SS. It is a difficult path medically, emotionally, and financially. Toby stared at the table. Amara's fingers slowly left his. Sometimes heartbreak does not come from betrayal. Sometimes it comes from reality. The weeks that followed were painful. They researched, prayed, cried, argued. Some people told them love should be enough. Others warned them not to be selfish. Toby wanted to fight for them. "We can make it work," he said one night. "People do." Amara sat across from him, eyes swollen from crying. "At what cost, Toby? What if our child suffers because we refuse to let go?" He had no answer. Because love also means protection. And sometimes protection looks like sacrifice. Their final conversation happened where everything began. On campus. They sat on an old bench near the faculty building, now years older, carrying hearts far heavier than before. Toby held her hand tightly. "I hate this." "Me too." "I thought loving you was supposed to be the happy ending." Amara's tears fell quietly. "Maybe it still is. Maybe love isn't always marriage. Maybe sometimes love is choosing what hurts now, so someone else won't suffer later." Toby broke then. Not loudly, not dramatically, just silent tears from a man losing the person he had loved for most of his life. "I don't know how to be without you." Amara squeezed his hand. "You do, because before we were lovers, we were friends. And before that, we were strangers who found each other." She smiled sadly. "Thank you for finding me." They ended it that day. No cheating, no hatred, no villain, just two people who loved each other enough to let go. Months passed, then a year. Life moved as it always does. Toby focused on work and helping his family. Amara finally opened her small bookstore cafe in Yaba. They still didn't speak often. Healing needed distance, but on some quiet evenings when rain touched the windows and memories returned, they both thought of the same thing. Some people are not your forever. They are your greatest lesson in love. Years later, at a mutual friend's wedding, they saw each other again. Older, softer, different. But when their eyes met, the familiarity remained. Toby smiled first. Amara smiled back. No bitterness, only gratitude. Because not every love story ends in marriage. Some end in maturity. Some end in sacrifice. Some end in peace. And theirs ended with love, still love, just in a different form. Because sometimes the strongest proof of love is not holding on. Sometimes it is letting go.